Hello, everyone, and welcome to the long awaited return of Flag Review. What has probably been 2 or 3 years since I last sat at this desk with the intent to make and upload a video. It's a strange feeling, but it's like a passion and a hobby that I never really went away. But as I said, back in the day, I'm going to start going. I was going into high school at that point, so I knew things were going to get busier for me. And I was honest. I was like, the upload schedule might not be as frequent as some people would want it to be. But then I fell off the face of the earth, or at least the face of the internet for 2, 3 years. And oh man, much has happened. I'll say that. I'm not without. There's no need to speak about who I am outside of this, but much has happened, and I often think about how I don't even I don't relate to the person that was making Flag Review back then. Really, hardly at all anymore. So much has happened since that time, but I've thought about coming back a lot. For a good deal of sophomore and junior year, I was thinking should I go back? Should I go back? When should I come back? I honestly want to do it again. And I finally decided that, I began as a kid making videos about flags in his room. And then now I'm gonna be a dude that when he is available and has the time to, will make a video and sit down and review a flag honestly. Because I know that some of my opinions on past flags was not loved by everybody, and you know, I don't even remember how I thought about flags. My opinions on flags have changed drastically. Like for one thing, um, what I believe somebody was telling me that I gave Argentina a bad run. I gave them a bad review. I said, "Oh, what on earth do you mean? They have a fine flag." And it was I think I gave them a 7. Argentina does not deserve a 7. I don't think anybody, at least with a good appreciation of flags, would say a flag that distinct, that unique. I mean, it's got a sun with a face on it. That's all I need. And they win all the soccer games. It's irrelevant to the flag, but you know, there's much to be said about the Argentinian flag, and I'm sorry. I apologize for giving it such a bad score, and I also apologize for giving Armenia such a high score. I gave it a 9.5 or something. In my time since then, with age comes perspective. Orange is not a good color on a flag, in my opinion. And I think there's a reason why you don't see a lot of flags that have orange. Now, Bhutan knows how to use orange on their flag. Armenia, yeah, I feel like it clashes with too much going. Anyway, this is not the flag review of Armenia. What am I on? But I'm approaching it a different way now. I think when I was younger, I thought very seriously of flag review. I really believed that I was creating something that would become successful. I don't really care if this becomes successful. I want to make that formally known now. And I get that it is weird to make reviews about flags in your room, but frankly, I think it was too good of a concept to not use, and I do feel bad for just kind of throwing it away for 2 years. Granted, I was very busy, and I'm still busy, but things are kind of settling, and I've decided that I may as well just come back and do some more flag review. And to those of you that are going to be watching this, thank you for returning, and for those of you that are new, I hope you enjoy flag review, and I do intend to make this a frequent thing again. Once a week may not be possible. I'd like to say 2 uploads a month to 3 uploads a month should be reasonable for me to do. I know that inconsistent uploads are something that plagues many a great content creator on here, and putting myself in that same league. But I'll try to be more frequent this time. But it is time to get back into the saddle and review the flag of the Bahamas. And truthfully, what a great flag to come back onto. This is an incredibly unique flag in my opinion. I think it's a distinct look, Caribbean in nature. I don't believe you would find a flag that looks like this much of anywhere else other than the Caribbean, but it fits. It's so fitting of like the vibe of the Bahamas. Like this just like I don't even know what it means, but if I had to take a guess, sky, sand, water, perhaps a mountain, I don't know. But that says a lot about the Bahamas to me. And I like this shade of blue that they used here. This is almost like it's giving me a very bright, kind of greenish, almost teal, but not quite like that green. It's like it's teetering on the edge of teal. I don't know what you would call this, but like Rwanda has a very similar type of look to it. I know that Rwanda and the Bahamas are kind of using a similar shade of blue here, but I like that. It is distinct. The triangle that's just blacked out, that that's the one thing I'm gonna say about this flag that I don't love. I feel like with the triangle, not necessarily putting a star in there, but just blacking it out rather than maybe doing another contrast color. I don't know. I'm just thinking that this giant blacked out triangle, the more I look at it, the more it throws me off. It kind of clashes, but I get what they were going for. And respect to the Bahamas too. I mean, what a nation and what a appropriate flag for your nation. I remember a couple of years back I was watching some video and they were interviewing people from different countries and there was a dude from Jamaica and he was saying how like to the outside world Jamaica and much of the Caribbean, it seems like it's just life's a beach, like sunshine, palm trees, life is easy. But he says, no, life on the islands can be very hard. It's a real place. And I feel like the Bahamas, I hear living in the United States, that, outside of the touristy spots, some of the other islands, there is poverty, there is a hard time going on. But I think if I was a Bahamian and I woke up and I looked out of my window and this was the flag I saw flying on somebody's flagpole or outside of the school, I would feel like today's going to be a good day. You know, whatever may be out there, you live in a beautiful, beautiful country in a beautiful part of the world, and this is a wonderful flag. And for our first flag, after almost 3, 4 years, perhaps somewhere between not 2 years, probably more like 3 and 4, probably between 3 and 4 years now. But for the first flag to hop into after that long of a time, and the first of the bees also, that's kind of a big deal too. First flag back in a while. Color's good, originality is solid, good vibes all around. The black triangle, I think if you look at it for too long, it becomes more of an issue than it really is. The Bahamas is going to get a solid 8. Solid 8. It's not a perfect flag. There's one discrepancy, but on a flagpole, I see this flag. It's a solid 8. Solid 8. Thank you for tuning in. And hopefully, this is going, not even hopefully, this is going to be the start of many more flag reviews to come. Bahrain will be next. I'm just going to tell you now, that's probably going to be a shorter video. And I have much to say on my disagreements with the flag of Bahrain, but I will save that for next time. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all again.